So how's everyone's day going?
Are you meaning us or them?
Everyone in the chat. I think we're all having the same type of day.
Yeah.
We're all having a slow day.
My
We're
day
chilling.
sucks. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Alright,
I mean,
so
we had a bad start. The day can end well. we can still do this.
right now you guys just saw the 16 maps that are in the map pool. Basically there's 16 players. For those who don't know, each player adds a map to the map pool. And for the best of 3 matches, 7 of those are going to get chosen randomly, and then there'll be a series of bans and picks and bans, and then you have your 3 maps for the best of 3. Restart prac server, says Marble. Okay.
Yeah, I just did.
So we're still missing Kevin. He said he was eating.
Kevin's
he-
powering currently.
He was in game practicing Graphia, a non-tourney map.
To be fair, this wasn't actually going to happen until about 20 minutes ago, so
Kevin banned Summit. Here we go. We're finally underway.
respectable.
Understandable.
Sorry, my keyboard's going to be audible while I'm doing this.
It's
I
now
think-
time for Levi's ban. We're currently waiting for him to.
Levi
Make a
might have
decision.
gone to the bathroom.
I just realized Levi's previous message of
Yeah.
you can go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Unfortunate timing.
Yeah. In case you guys
I
haven't
guess.
figured out by now, literally everything that could go wrong has gone wrong so far.
We're working with what we've got though. We're
Yeah.
getting for it.
Yeah.
Rocky start, but we're going to continue strong.
Yeah. That's a lot of smilers in chat. Where's MBN? Where is MBN? Alright, Levi's here.
Man's currently playing Gopher, I
Levi
assume.
bans Nicolo.
He's-
Levi picks Cyberwave.
Interesting that Kevin didn't ban that, considering that's Levi's best map.
Well, he might not know that that was Levi's pick. I guess I said that we would say who
We can
picked.
speak
and
about
who
picks
banned.
now.
Yeah. Like I said in stream, we could.
To answer Hollywood Grandpa's question of are we going to have winner and loser interviews, so I think for today we might have some loser interviews if they want to do them. They're not forced to, but if they choose to want to do one, we're definitely available for that.
So interestingly, Kevin picks Artifacts, which is a map I wasn't expecting to see this early.
A lot of players were saying they are not a
It's at
Bro,
50-50, okay.
dude. Levi bans
What the hell?
Plethora.
That's 70 because
So
he
we're
gifted
playing Sand Trap
20
2,
earlier, I
it's the
think.
third map. Alright. Finally, we're in game. Caff, could you please hide spec?
Yeah, funny enough, I was the one calling everyone out on it, but now I currently haven't.
Alright.
What is the first map? Sorry?
It is Cyberwave.
Cyberwave?
Mhm.
Alright.
We're going Cyberwave.
Go on to the most good looking map first.
Yeah, so Louis mentioned it's interesting that Levi was allowed this map, but Levi has record out of the 7 maps that were chosen. Levi has record on 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So it's like you get 1 ban, your opponent has records on 4 of the maps. What do you do?
You gotta choose whichever one is his least confident WR, whichever map he's
Yeah.
like, able to do, least consistently. Which is difficult when you're against, one of the best.
So
players at the-
yeah, Kevin was probably most scared of playing him on Summit. And it's not a bad observation because Levi is really consistent on this map.
Your side hard's gone?
It is.
We can try and fix that real quick. You might have to.
There's an echo problem apparently. Real quick, Nykan. Okay.
It's
Um,
exclamation mark surf timer, Nykan.
Yeah, we can try and do them on here, and hopefully they save this time. So on HUD timer, you wanted
Side HUD.
just on the first one, you wanted 1 and 4 on. The rest off. Wait. Yeah, that.
Considering this is first match and we're still getting back on track after a shaky start, sorry to everyone that we're still.
You have those
getting
on.
these
Why is it
revisions out of
not
the way.
working? Maybe you retry?
Yeah, just try retrying, I guess. What HUD did you give him, Caff?
Gave him the HUD I used just with the updated 20 thing.
Okay. Why? Is there no side HUD? Do we need side HUD for now?
Kinda.
We can. You don't need it. It
I
just
guess-
shows
do you-
record. We can still get the times from chat.
All those settings you had on, well, you kind of want like the plus and whatnot. All the stuff we worked on yesterday, is it all on? Like HUD options, that's all. Like nothing's changed. It's just not showing, right?
Can you go surf timer and then go number 2?
Yeah, everything I gave him yesterday is on.
It's all on.
Maybe just turn it on
No,
and off
like-
again.
There's no like global setting for everything.
Kevin is shifty. For anyone who does not know.
Why it be
I'm
like
sorry.
this? I don't understand.
Oh my.
Technical difficulties never end.
Or do we?
Wait, do you have spec HUD on? Actually, it might be back. No, I can go back. You have spec HUD on? Is there a spec HUD? Do you have 2 on? If you go surf timer, you go HUD options. Two, yeah. And then press 2. And then that having 2 on should work. Spec HUD timer. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
It
so
says
that's
timer.
actually my fault because I told him not to have that on. So that's, you can put that one on me. All right.
It's fine. In the time it's taken us, Kevin
Is
has been
it-
able to save lock through the map.
Kevin's
Kevin's learnt the map.
digested his meal. Yeah, so quick shout out to Jammer for the 75 gifted, by the way. I appreciate that, man. You're insane.
Should we do center speed as well, real quick? Some people are mentioning it.
Yeah, we can while we're here. If you, all right, Nykan, last thing. If you go surf timer. Yeah, I did, but people are already complaining about it, so I didn't think it'd be a big deal. If you just turn 1 and 2 on in that, it should be good. Yeah, all right, cool.
Alright. I'll do the timer. Caff, hard spec.
Okay, so the match will be underway soon then.
An hour and a half late, we are finally underway. But we are underway. That is the main thing. Yeah, so I guess person to keep an eye on early would be obviously Levi. He has the record on the map, so I guess we'll see what he can get done.
So
we wanted to get a
Levi,
complete video.
Levi has what's called a perfect PR on this map. He is rank 1 on both stages, the map and even the bonus. Kevin's time is group 2 with rank 61, so he's at a bit of a disadvantage here to begin with.
This was Levi's pick, so he's not meant to win this map really, but yeah.
Throughout the week, Levi's also been putting down some pretty consistent times on this.
Levi's on an almost world record pace run already.
Like, yeah,
He's reset though.
with the start of the second ramp on stage 2. Kevin's on a run.
Yeah, he's gonna
Quick
probably get
finish.
it complete here.
Even
Get
just
the
landing
nerves out of the way.
This is gonna be like almost 2 seconds plus though, or maybe even more.
I'm
but
a cool 2.59
your
behind.
guess is in
3.28.
2.35.
I was close to the CP plus. That
Ooh.
counts.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it's all good.
So good.
for anyone who doesn't know, Kevin is also known as Shifty. He's quite an old-time player. He started surfing in 2006, which is before Surf Timer for KSF even existed.
Hmm.
And Levi existed in the world. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's not true,
Close,
but it's
close.
almost true.
It's close.
It's about the same time Marble was born.
Levi's been surfing since Marvel was 1, apparently.
Levi's about to finish finish a run.
Not Levi, sorry,
Still
Kevin.
be alright. Plus 64. That's actually going to be a second quicker than Kevin's PR, but
That's not
anything's possible.
That's not even a good time for Levi either. Like he will easily beat that probably.
So Levi's time's actually rank 11 on the map. So Kevin's going to need to learn how to do the map a lot faster very quickly if he's hoping to beat that.
Levi on another
Blackball,
run.
we will work on that in between the next match. Like in between changing maps.
Oh, they thought it was a leak.
What? Wait, what?
Kevin thought Nykan's second account was a rando who had got the IP.
We're gonna put down a plus 25 time. I think that's rank 4. That's actually rank 3 on the map.
Yeah, so that's like the nail in the coffin time, but even then Levi can easily improve on that before the end of this 10 minutes. I was wondering who he kicked. I saw that. I thought it was just a bot or something. I was like, why? There shouldn't be bots on this server.
When Nykan got kicked, I thought like he was command spamming or something like that. I didn't know someone kicked him. I
yeah.
didn't
It's
see
not
it.
exactly a conventional bot name, though, to be fair.
Levi on another good run already. Again, just seems like every run is a good run for him.
They
Oh,
need to be
yeah.
set at this point. You say Levi, and everyone's gonna come to their own conclusion.
That other run that Levi's finished would be rank 3 on the map as well.
Levi's
I
just
heard
admiring his spray.
I saw someone in
Got
chat say
Levi.
turn Louis up. Nykan.
Yeah, apparently I'm a bit quiet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Foxy,
Okay.
thank you for the 5 gifted.
I didn't see what Levi said. It's a little bit toxic.
Count out Kevin.
Levi, I can't remember what map he was talking about, but I remember there was one map he wanted to record in the tournament.
There's quite a few to choose from, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think Tensile is pretty recordable. Alright, so I think
Do they actually want to go next?
if they want to go next, I think Kevin's calling it at 5 minutes. Time of death, 5 minutes.
Alright. I think, yeah.
I don't think no matter how long Kevin plays this map, he's not going to be able to beat the time Levi put down.
I mean, I would rather play it out, but what if Kevin literally just doesn't want to?
I mean,
then-
yeah, it's up to Kevin. I don't
It's
mind.
It's understandable considering that
we'll
the
play it.
time that Levi's got right now, only 2 people have ever done better, and one of them's Levi, and one of them's Cole.
So, like, this map was kind of fought over by Tux, Cole, Fishu, and Levi, like not even that long ago, a month or 2 ago, and Levi's time beat 2 of those people who were fighting for this map and like grinding it. So, just to put in perspective how good his time is already.
Tux, Fishu, and Cole were fighting over it.
Yeah,
So
and he beat
quick
Tux and Fishy.
Quick update for anyone that maybe hasn't been here since the last tournament. Levi is now actually surfing on an actual PC and a 144Hz monitor, so he's improved a bit.
He's even more unstoppable than he was before.
His last tournament win was on a laptop, so we're expecting big things of him because he, in the last tournament his laptop crashed during a map, I believe.
During Pantheon, yeah.
Yeah, so this time round he shouldn't have any actual PC issues. Also, for people asking in chat, Tux may be joining us casting later on in the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Levi on another run. He's really Levi is just super consistent with stage ones. Like he's like +02, +03, +05 every single time basically. So you're not hide spec, by the way, Nykan.
And I think Levi wasn't happy with his ending on this stage, so he could beat the record.
Yeah, he had
stage
100
2.
units less than what you're meant to have. These units are like 30 less than what you're meant to have, but this is a better end if he makes it.
Oh my
That
god,
was
no,
solid
that's still
stage.
slower than his other time he got.
Yeah.
That's still a top 5 time though.
Mhm.
Not to downplay how
Yeah.
consistent he is, considering that he's been playing now for 8 minutes on this map and he's got a rank 11 time, a rank 3 time, and now a rank 5 time. Like that's showing just how consistent of a player he is.
The jerking off by Merky is getting insane.
What can I say? He's a good player.
Kevin is on a run though.
I'll try to not praise Levi too much, but it's kind of hard when he's as good as he is right now. He's 16. True. Thank you, Longmo8. Thank
Kevin
you.
about to finish a run. Let's see if he can actually beat his PR with this one.
Levi's actually minus
Oof.
on the record. Ooh, and he just misses that ramp. That was
Kevin
so
got
close.
0.01 times slower than his current PR on the map.
Sam says how many times does Kevin have to concede in order for it to count?
We don't really like to concede. Like, even if someone is just like sure they can't win a map, like
You
should
should
just
give
let
it
them
your
play it out.
best shot regardless.
It's not necessarily about like winning or else you must quit. Like, we like seeing these players square off.
It's all in good sport.
Who would quit in a tournament match? Definitely not me. Levi
Flashback.
is on an insane stage 2.
This is a unit check. He's meant to have 2700 and he's got 2710. So this is a really fast stage 2.
That's a oh my god.
Yeah.
Plus 0.08 time there coming from
So
Levi.
he was plus 07 on stage 1, so he went 01 slower than the world record on stage 2.
We're getting an XD count on Kevin.
So that's now even faster than the rank 2 time as well, by the way.
So
The
he's
rank
now-
2 time on this map is plus 0.12.
He's about a CP stage 1.
The only person better than him is himself right now.
Yes.
And he's on
And that's
another
time
run.
up. He's on a run just now, so we can let him finish this one. If he WRs in that would be pretty insane.
He's
He's down 20
lacking a bit of
units, yeah.
unit,
Yeah.
but he has fucked
Oh,
it.
there we go. Okay. So that's round 1 over.
Okay, kind of get Levi is good.
Alright, we're going artifacts next, Caff, if you could map to that. Or anyone.
Yeah. Alright,
Alright.
so I think we needed, what's it called? They're not just called art. Oh, I spelled Art VX. That would be why. I think we needed Louis turned up a bit and PBs
I think
maybe.
Nykan already did that.
Someone said PBs.
I believe I was already turned up.
Imagine if it was just a bunch of trolls who have just
if he's
made
already
you
even turned
feel
up,
right
then it's
now.
all good.
Yeah, it's probably good. Remember to hide spec, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't hide spec that last map, Nykan, by the way.
I don't think he has the command. So if you type !hide spec, it'll not show you on their spectator list and
Do
give them.
you want to make a bind for it? It's like a 1 second.
Yeah. If you bind any key to like.
I'll put it in chat. Yeah.
So.
I'm just trying to make
MBN
things easier for you.
MBN was busy today and he couldn't compete, but he gave us a decent heads up and we were able to get Rolgar in as a replacement for him.
Yeah.
So this next map we're going on to now is Artifacts. It's an interesting pick from Kevin because before we started all of this, we asked players certain questions about like their own surf sort of like career and everything, and Kevin said that he refuses to play anything that isn't a 40 to 60 second linear map, and this is a much different style of map compared to that. This is a 1 minute 15 stage map that I'm thinking he may have chose to try and throw off Levi.
This map has some hard angles, honestly. If you're going for a free skip, not the easiest thing to do.
Is everything sorted? Are you ready to ask them for ready?
Nykan was born ready.
Yeah. Caff, if you want to ready up the players, maybe that'd be good.
I shall do the timer.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright, we're getting underway on the second map of the first match. For anyone just tuning in, Levi took map 1 in convincing fashion.
Okay.
Levi is actually going to
starting on
take
stage
10
2.
minutes to prac. Which isn't a bad idea. This map may be one of the harder maps to land a run on in the tournament.
I believe a lot of players just didn't even bother to learn this map because a lot of the map pool is smooth linears. This is very different to that. This is a technical staged map.
Yeah. So for anyone who wants some map lore, this is a staged map. It's tier 4 by Billy, and it was released in 2012. So it's a pretty, like, compared to this pool, it's a pretty old map. Like, there's a lot of new maps in this map pool, but 2012 is like on the older side of things.
2012 is where a lot of these weirder sort of tech maps came from. Or, you know, the weird style of surf that a lot of people aren't used to.
Yeah. Like, this isn't smooth unit surf, but I wouldn't call it AIDS surf either. Like, it's just a regular map, really.
Yeah. But looking at PRs here, Levi's rank 3 on this map, and this is Kevin's pick, and interestingly, he's rank 205. So it's a big gap. He's got a G5, he's definitely played the map before, but it's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
His individual stage PRs are okay, so it might just be he's never decided to land a run.
Yeah, so he first played this
to throw off Levi.
Yeah, he first played this in 2012. So there's a that.
Kevin's giving us a bruh in chat.
I believe that means he's probably listening in. If so, I'm so sorry.
Is that in response to you saying his PR is like
maybe
something?
Your PR is perfect. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna be doing that for every single one because it's just interesting to see differences from like practicing. Because a lot of these players in this tournament have spent the last week or two hard grinding like as many maps as they can.
Yeah.
Obviously, in this case, it's difficult going against a player who has, you know, as you said, almost wreck on a lot of the map pool.
Yeah, the way the seedings happen and the bracket happen, there was a lot of talk about it this week, but there's no real easy way to do it. It's kind of someone has to, like, unless you want the end matches to be somewhat like boring, it kind of has to be seeded like this, which is unfortunate.
For
But
those who don't know, this is how tournament style eliminations are always done. Like, I didn't decide like that seed 1 is playing seed 16. That's just how tournament style elimination works. So
It's the best way to make it so that you don't lose all your best players at the beginning of the tournament, and then it just becomes like a clean sweep afterwards.
You also do see upsets this way, and it's entertaining. So yeah.
Speaking of which, we have casters' picks and everything. I'm not too sure if we'll be showing those at some point later on, but everyone has made their predictions of who they expect to get to the end of this tournament.
Not
Maybe that
happy.
could be an
I
end
picked
of
Kevin
day one
to beat
thing.
Levi, but not looking good.
I don't think many of us were too adventurous with the picks, really.
So looking at like what a lot of people generally were guessing, there seemed to be like a sort of general consensus on who people were expecting to get where in the tournament. There was a lot of Levi wins.
Well, for
Most
some reason, as
expected.
well as being really good at the game, he doesn't seem to feel the nerves, which is a big thing in like these style of tournaments.
Well.
It's easy to sit and judge someone playing a tournament, but actually being in it's a completely different feeling. And I speak from playing against Levi in a round 1 before.
Levi opts
So-
to not go for the skip on his first run that he's going to complete if he gets to the end of this stage.
Which is understandable. That skip at the end of stage 3 is really awkward to hit. You have to get a perfect turn and check
Yeah.
on the head check.
So, Louis, what we usually do, right, is for the people who aren't as inclined or like haven't been around for as long, we explain our surf terminology, right? So you use the
Okay.
word head check. So would you like to explain for anyone who doesn't know what that is? And as we go, we'll like explain all the words we use, basically.
Sure. So a head check's basically I'd call it artificial difficulty that mappers put into their map when they're not very creative, because I think it's a bad idea. But basically, like what you can see on stage 1, some people will put a wall like low enough so that you need to try and snipe an angle and check, like basically just snipe through a little gap without hitting your head off something. It's a head check essentially. You're just making it so that you don't have more freedom in the map.
Yeah.
It's just to add difficulty to a map essentially. You'll see it, there's certain types of maps called _H maps, like hard versions of maps, and usually those will add in those sort of things to make it a little bit more difficult. It adds a challenge. It means you can be more precise with your flicking.
Yeah, the _H maps usually are just a map with added obstacles. And a lot of those obstacles will be things like head checks and just ramp blockers and other equally as stupid things. But
I think you triggered some people, Louis, with the not
it's
very
not
creative term. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's my own personal bias coming in, but if I don't know, if you're only
I don't necessarily disagree.
I agree with you somewhat. I think they can be good though. Maybe
Yeah,
not when
like-
it's literally just like a wall that's low slapped in between 2 ramps, but there are some clever ways you can do it.
Speaking
I guess
of head
another-
checks,
Mhm.
Levi has
Sorry.
just put his head through a roof. If you were watching the stream.
I guess another type of head check then is also sort of like you'd find in the trapped maps or something where you've got low ceilings as well, and you've got to get a perfect flick so that you don't head hit, but also so that you're not low enough that you don't make it to the next round.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't want
that
to
can
head
also-
hit, but you want to be as close to the roof as possible, basically.
Yeah.
You got to haircut yourself, as we say in the industry.
I think Nessie puts it best. Like, head surfing is a good mechanic. Head checks, not really.
Yeah.
Usually head checks is used to make the map obnoxiously more difficult. With,
Head
like,
surfs
a
are
good example
satisfying.
being like Devil stage 4.
Yeah. Kevin's actually on a run right now, and it's easily fast enough to beat Levi's current time.
If he goes for stage 3 skip, this could help him. But I'm not too sure how confident he is on that.
Well, Levi's current time is plus 9.5 seconds, so he doesn't even have to do the...
Oh,
and
he landed it.
Okay, buddy.
He improves his stage PR as well.
All he needs to do is really safe.
Oh, no.
Mm.
So he just hit his head off a little
This is
bit.
beatable.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have to go for the skip. Levi's current time has a fail in it, so...
Levi is currently on stage 3.
I'm gonna keep an eye on
He didn't
Kevin.
get the direct, so he's gonna, even if he gets the skip, he's gonna lose a
Upsetting.
good amount of time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Levi
he's
knows
opting the
that...
safe again.
Oh,
Levi doesn't make the end of stage 3 there.
He's turned rapidly while crouching.
yeah. Alright, Caff, how about this? I'll handball this one to you. Tell us why you can't turn rapidly while crouching.
So whoever designed this game mode, pretty much if you turn while crouching like a big amount, you just lose all your units.
Yeah, if I
That's pretty
understand
much
the
it.
science correctly, I might be wrong on the actual numbers, but I think crouching essentially divides your air accelerate by 3. So right now, the servers are set to 150 air accelerate. If you crouch, your air accelerate is 50, basically. So it just...
This is why when you play on CSGO servers that are on higher tick, typically they'll have a higher air accelerate and you will be able to do turns while full crouched. So a lot of players, when they move from CSGO to CSS, they quickly learn that what they've built into their muscle memory of holding crouched, that isn't going to work here. Because you have a much lower air control, air accelerate, sorry, not air control, to work with.
Hopefully we see air control soon.
Yeah, in the map pool. Sorry, that's on my mind.
I think to reliably turn for crouch to not have an impact on strafing, I think the air accelerate needs to be around 1,000. So Trick Surf is 1,000 air accelerate, and on Trick Surf you basically don't need to worry about crouching and uncrouching. Your speed and gains just are not affected by it.
Also, that's time now up. Kevin has started a run. We know that it is possible for him to beat Levi's time.
Yeah, so they're both on runs. Pretty much Levi fails, and Kevin just finishes a one-shot. He can take this map, and Levi has failed. So Kevin just needs to finish.
Kevin's just spined on stage 2.
Truly unfortunate.
And he's GG'd. That is unfortunate. Almost well played there, though.
So we're going to Sand Trap 2, I believe?
No, I think that's a 2-0.
That's 2-0.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, I forgot Levi won.
Unfortunate. GG's for Kevin.
I was so excited. Third map, dude.